April DeBoer and Jane Rouse have their hands full as adoptive parents, night shift nurses, and plaintiffs in a same-sex marriage case headed to the U.S. Supreme Court.
They have a loving home. They have siblings. They have grandparents. They have aunts and uncles that they could possibly never see again because we aren't legal parents to each other's children. It would be devastating.
Living together for a decade in suburban Detroit, the family has grown. DeBoer adopting 2 girls and Rouse 2 boys. After a near collision with a truck, the unmarried couple started worrying. If one of them died, what would happen to the kids?
I have no legal right to my boys. My boys are not mine. They are hers. And so it's really keeping our family together. It's ensuring that if something happens to one of us, that our family will stay intact.
I wouldn't want to lose the girls. She doesn't want to lose the boys. You know, I can't imagine how they would react, you know, being away from their sibling or siblings, you know. They could split them up, all of them.
In 2012, DeBoer and Rouse challenged the Michigan law preventing them from adopting each other's children, beginning a legal battle they say was to protect the kids, not to get married. The case evolved when a judge decided the underlying issue was the ban on same-sex marriage passed by Michigan voters in 2004. National Organization for Marriage President Brian Brown says the nation's highest court should respect the ban.
Look, if the Supreme Court does this, it doesn't change the nature of marriage. It embeds a lie in our law. The lie that it embeds in our law is that 2 men or 2 women are in the exact same position as a man and woman in marriage. That is untrue. Folks know it's untrue, and that's why the other side has moved to trying to use the courts to force this on the country.
Currently, 37 of the 50 U.S. states and Washington, D.C. allow same-sex marriage. The Supreme Court will consider whether all states must allow same-sex couples to marry and whether states must recognize same-sex marriages that take place out of state.
If the Supreme Court decides that you can be legally married, then what?
Well,
we got a big wedding to plan. A really big wedding to plan.
A decision is expected by late June.